We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Paul Miller, file number 19-037887 ST, council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Randall Berman on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Paul Miller, who is appearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Today is again set for a pre-trial. My understanding is that the people are moving to amend it to an impeding traffic.
Yes, Your Honor. 257-676B.
Thank you. Mr. Miller, did you want to accept responsibility to the amended charge of impeding traffic?
I do.
Okay, your fine is $125. When can you pay?
I can have that paid by end of week.
Okay, I'll note that you'll make payment within the next 7 days. You can make payment online using your case number, or you can come up in person and make a payment at the criminal traffic window. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Rolando Ruiz, file number 22-00606 SD, council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Randall Berman on behalf of the people.
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Michael Cronkite on behalf of Rolando Reese, and I see that he's with us on this Zoom call.
Thank you, Mr. Reese. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set for a pre-trial. Was there an offer extended on this yet?
Your Honor, the offer would be one count of, or count one and dismiss the balance, but I know that counsel was looking into a specialty court, and obviously if that's going to happen, then the offer would change. If the defendant successfully completed that, we're looking for an update as to the status of that screening.
Thank you. Mr. Conkright?
Well, Your Honor, we were here on 6/21 and we adjourned because there was some pending discovery from Lansing Police Department. We had made a FOIA request and paid for it at that time. And today's date was designed to come in after that discovery materials came in according to the date they gave us. Unfortunately, what they gave us is essentially useless information, and that's heavily redacted. And so the content that we're looking for, which would be the words spoken by the various people in those videos, is so redacted that we can't get what we need in order to analyze possible defenses. So I'm going to need the assistance of the court in some fashion. If the court's willing, I can submit an order or I can set it on with a motion. But the reality is that we spent $350 for a FOIA request, which is mostly useless to the defense. So we need to do something different so that we actually know what people are saying on the videos. So I would ask the court to if the court is willing to sign an order that I can have unredacted copies of the videos.
Well, I don't know what was redacted, but
I don't either, because it was a FOIA, so that's between Mr. Cronkite and the agency, versus my office. But let me see what.
Well, I do understand that that seems to be the process here locally. I'm happy to just make my discovery demands of the prosecution. Usually they send me off to the police department, and so that's what we did. But in any event, that doesn't change the fact that if we need to use a different process, that would be fine. I'm willing to do whatever we need to do to get the information, but redacted videos, doesn't really give me access to the evidence.
What are you, Mr. Cronkite, are you looking for? Body worn cam?
Yeah, body dash cams, and they provided about 10 different videos, which if they weren't redacted would be very helpful.
I will make the request right now, Mr. Cronkite, and Your Honor, through my office's discovery unit.
okay, very good. So hopefully we'll be able to get that resolved without a motion. If not, then we'll proceed that route. I'll get your new date so that you can get that discovery and review it.
So I'll submit a detailed request of what we're looking for to Mr. Berman.
Did you say you will get that request to Mr. Behrman?
Yes, today. I'll do it by email.
Okay, great.
Okay, I'm drafting an email right now to request. So what you're saying is you want things other, in addition to body worn cam and VR?
I think that there's one the 911 call that's missing from that. So that's why I was suggesting I'll just give you a list so we're all on the same page.
Okay, I will save that in a draft form for right
Okay,
now.
sounds
Thank you.
good.
Not a
Okay,
problem.
I'll set this out 30 days.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
September 13th at 9:30.
September 13th at 9:30.
September 13th.
That's correct. Does that work for you?
And one moment, I'm looking at that. Yes, that's a very good day.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you September 13th at 9:30. Any
Thank you.
additional matters for the record?
Not on behalf of the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing from me, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set today.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. That, Domingo Alejo, and may be hospitalized.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may be able to get some time, 30 days because of his language barriers, trying to organize translators to get in touch with mother or him if he were to get released.
Without objection, Your Honor.
September 13th. September 13th at 9:30.
Blair, you want to come over here?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Campbell, what matter are you here for?
My audio is really faint. I apologize. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I have Mr. Bermudez with me. He's to the left of me. He's at my office.
Okay, sounds good. Give me just a moment.
Yep. Yesterday. Think so? Maybe not to lose. Right. Why? Same.
Good morning. Who's on Nicole's iPhone? You're muted.
Oh, yeah, it's shut.
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's your name?
Shafton Silva.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, sounds good.
This is the Sean Allen.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Mr. Allen, you were denied court-appointed counsel. Are you seeking to hire an attorney?
No.
Okay, you want to represent yourself? Okay. I think Mr. Campbell's not available. So I'll let you go and meet privately with the prosecutor and see if you can resolve this matter. Oh, is he back? Mr. Campbell, are you gonna be on the phone for a little bit? You're muted.
Sorry about that. I apologize, Your Honor.
Oh, no, you're completely fine. I had stepped off to try to get a hold of someone over at Criminal Appellate at the AG's office because we've not received anything from them on these motions. But it sounds like the division director who usually signs these, the notices from the AG is not in the office today. So,
How'd I get a letter?
I'm sorry.
I was just reviewing my records. I thought I had a letter, but from the Attorney General. Well, are we able to go forward today, Your Honor?
We have an MSP letter. Is that what this is?
The MSP letter has just the lien attached.
Okay.
We're lawyers, I think we can.
Yeah, we have a prosecutor here from the county and they can opine as to whether or not they would object. I'm happy to move forward without a letter from the AG. I had shared with the prosecutor that we actually haven't received. We did a few yesterday and we had some before. We haven't been receiving them. So I don't know if they're just inundated and they're not able to catch up at this time. But I'll get more information going forward. As of today, you all are here today. I don't feel like we need to reset these. So let me call them both. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Larry Bermudez. I have here file number J965946 and C110734SM. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Randall Berman on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Campbell on behalf of Mr. Bermudez. Mr. Bermudez is in my office in Okemos and he's still writing me.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set on each file for motion to set aside the convictions. One file, it is a malicious destruction of personal property, $100 or less. Conviction date of January 2nd, 1996. And then there's another charge of domestic violence with a conviction date of July 30th, 1997. We do have a letter from MSP with the criminal history attached. We typically have received letters from the Attorney General's office, but in this case, we have not. The prosecution does have a copy of the files, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, would your office be placing an objection to setting aside either conviction?
Your Honor, no, is the short answer. I looked at the lien and the dates of conviction and the qualifying issues. I wouldn't oppose it, assuming that there's the court uses its discretion with regard to the statutory findings relative to the defendant's conduct since conviction and that it serves the public interest. I see nothing legally to object to, nor am I aware of anything that would I should offer to the court with regard to the court's discretion. So I ask the court to rule accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Campbell, either you or Mr. Bermudez want to address the court as to what Mr. Bermudez has been doing since the date of these convictions.
Yes, Your Honor. So what he's done, he's been a single parent. He raised two daughters. He's gainfully employed. And back when all this happened, he was a different person. He was drinking. He no longer drinks alcohol and has no future relationship with alcohol. He made bad decisions back then, and he's not the same person he was in 1997.
Okay, you say he's gainfully employed. Where is he employed?
I work at a Marathon Petroleum Company.
How long have you been working there?
I've been with Marathon for 14 years now as a CDL Class A tanker gas hauler.
Okay, well, I would first want to congratulate you on turning your life around and becoming a stable, contributing member of the society. I'm looking at your criminal history. I don't see where you received any conviction, or I don't see any evidence of any interaction with the criminal justice system since 1997. So based on that and the information provided by your attorney today, I believe that the circumstances and your behavior would warrant set aside the conviction, and I find that granting this application or these applications is consistent with the public welfare. So I will sign both and date them for today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything from you, Mr. Campbell?
Just have a good Tuesday.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Let's see. Thank you. Met with Mr. Silva already?
I have, Your Honor. We'll be just setting it for final pretrial jury trial.
Okay, please give no offer.
No.
August 30th at 8 a.m. for final pretrial. That's here in person at the court. Okay, Mr. Silva? If you can unmute for me, please.
Sorry about that.
No problem. And jury trial September 15th. Jury trial will be September 13th at 8 a.m. Also in person at the court. Do you have any questions today, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well then you're all set. We'll see you on August 30th.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
Same to you. Okay, and then Mr. Bierman is gonna speak with. I'm sorry.
I don't think Lark.
No, I haven't been able to get hold of Patrick.
Okay, your office is representing Mark?
Yes.
On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Deshaun Allen, file number 22-01984 SM, council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Randall Berman on behalf of the people. Your Honor, Mr. Allen is here without counsel.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set for a pretrial. I think he originally requested counsel, but he was denied. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And why was he denied counsel?
He's not indigent.
Okay. He met privately with Mr. Berman. And Mr. Berman, based on that, you come to a resolution that you require an adjournment of 90 days. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. My anticipation is that at the end of the 90 days, if he supplies proof of successful completion of what he told me he's doing, then the case would just be dismissed at that point in time. I recognize that Mr. Allen has recognized he has an issue, and he's taken steps, correct steps to address that, and I can't imagine he'd ask anything more than that.
Oh, very good. And then I do see that there was a referral in the file. Are you engaging with CMH services as well, sir?
No, I spoke to him when I was in the jail.
Okay. And there was a note for you to have an evaluation. Looks like you were supposed to enroll, it says, at CMH counseling by August 3rd.
I spoke to her. I was in the jail. She said that she would, she was asking questions, so she would give it to prosecutor, I guess.
Your Honor, if I may, I think that based on what the charges and the swear to would have been to the court, whoever took the swear to, it would sound like a mental health issue. And in fact, that's what our charging decision
Okay.
indicates. After speaking to Mr. Allen, I believe the issue was not necessarily mental health,
Okay, very
but was substance abuse related, and that's what he's addressing on his own now. So if he met with CMH, it makes sense. They told him you probably don't need to avail yourself of mental health services, but he's enrolled himself for the other, and I think that's going to take care of whatever it was.
sounds good. So let me give you a new date, 90 days out. It'll be November 15th at 9:30. November 15th at 9:30 will be your next court date, okay, sir? We'll get you a copy of that notice to appear. You can either appear in person or you can appear via Zoom. And then as indicated by the prosecutor, and I've also noted it here in our file, if you are compliant, the people are going to need to dismiss, okay? Do you have any questions?
One other stipulation was we just wanted proof of his successful completion of all the counts, which is what I'm
So,
saying.
yep, I do have here that you're requesting proof of successful completion. Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Not on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Okay, unless you have any questions for me, we'll get you a copy of your notice, okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem, thank you. Who's on the Moto Z4? Well, they haven't started their audio. And neither has Mr. Strick. Okay, I see Benjamin Asher.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Did you need to speak to him?
No, Your Honor, I have spoken to him. We're just gonna get this adjourned, at least 2 weeks. I was, need to speak with Mr. Martin about it. I've already spoken with Mr. Berman, but that's what we wanna do is have when Chris comes back. But I wouldn't have it next week, because I know that I don't wanna rush in on that. Also, I just need to review the discovery too.
I have no objection and don't blame Ms. O'Donnell for that request.
August 30th at 1:30. Mr. Asher, we're gonna reset your matter to August 30th at 1:30, okay?
August 30th, 1:30.
That's correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, who's on the Moto Z4?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your name?
Aaron Strickner.
Can you unmute your device? Did you mute him? I was gonna say, just needed to remove the extra person. You have to unmute now. There you go. Hello?
Baker broke the phone, so I have to use the computer, but then there's no camera for the computer, so I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, I can see you
Hello?
and hear you. I can see you and hear you.
Okay, I just can't hear you unless I have you through my computer. My son spilled a drink on my phone a couple weeks ago and I can't hear. So I was trying to do it through my office computer so I can hear you, but
Yeah, the issue when you're on two devices is it creates an echo.
yeah, I heard that.
Okay. Okay, give me a moment. What's going on with him? Do you know?
Is there a
We
way-
need also adjournment. I don't have the discovery yet for him, so I want to get that and review it and then go over with Mr. Martin.
Okay, Mr. Strickner, we're gonna give you a new court date because your attorney still needs to get discovery so she can review it and
Okay.
then talk to the prosecutor. So maybe.
Is there any way that I
between
can
now and
just, is there any way that I can just come there and do it live?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, I'd rather do that.
Okay, you can appear in person, sir.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
It'll be August 30th at 1:30.
August 30th at 1:30. Thank you very much. Can I
Thank you. See you
leave
then.
right now?
See you- Yep, you're free to go. We'll see you on August 30th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, have a good day.
You too.
Then they can't see me and then I break the rules.
You got him rented in, right? Mr. Barnes for 10:30. He's just gonna be an adjournment too. 'Cause he's got felony cases now. Your Honor, so I just realized, no court for the next 2 weeks? Are we gonna, so I just noticed that we're not sending anything
What's
for
today?
next Tuesday or Tuesday after that. And just wanna make sure.
Oh, yeah. That's what it looks like. At least not on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mr. Martin.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Jonathan, Troy Barnes.
Okay. Give me just a moment. I'll put you in a meeting room with your attorney. Can you hear me, Mr. Barnes?
Yes.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jonathan Troy Barnes, file numbers 22-02003 and 004. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Randall Berman on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Jonathan Barnes, who's appearing from Union County Jail.
Okay, today's the date that was set for pre-trials on both matters. How are we proceeding on these?
Your Honor, at this time, I would like to have it adjourned so that we can, so that the Union County Prosecutor's Office can consider a global resolution for all his open state files. There are currently, just with me, I have 4 of his state cases. Some of them are, 2 of them are set for today. 2 of them have already been set for pretrial conference on August 30th at 10 a.m. So probably want to package those all together and get it set for the same time.
Objection, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. August 30th at 10 a.m. August 30th at 10 a.m. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Barnes?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, you're all set, Mr. Barnes. We'll see you on the 30th.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, guys.
No problem. Any items, Ms. Dow Washburn, maybe?
Oh, Your Honor.
She declined a court-appointed attorney, so she's on.
There's one empty hallway, Judge.
All right, I should have been going. That's all we have for today. Well, this morning.
Yep, and I will be back this afternoon. Middle, probably.